All right, a live look here on Capitol Hill. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem right here live on your screen testifying before Congress on the White House 2026 fiscal year budget request. Democrats are using this hearing to challenge the administration's deportation efforts.
Our congressional correspondent Kilmeny Duchardt has been tracking the hearing so far. She joins us live from the Capitol. Kilmeny, good morning.
And then, Sean, good morning. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has been testifying that encounters at the southern border have reached historic lows. That has enabled Customs and Border Patrol officials to be able to effectively target cartels, but it's also applied even more pressure to other agencies underneath the umbrella of the Department of Homeland Security, and she's asking for more funding there.
As we secure our southern border, the cartels have shifted their activities to our maritime borders, and the Coast Guard has already surpassed fiscal year 2024 in the amount of drug interdiction numbers that they have encountered, and they have also excelled at search and rescue and illegal interdiction. Since the Coast Guard is facing our greatest readiness crisis right now since World War II, we need to act to make sure they have the tools, training, and equipment that they need to be the tip of the spear in our national security response.
Now, Noem told lawmakers that the department has 1 million cases right now that are backlogged and need to be processed by an immigration judge to receive final removal orders. The ranking Democrat on the committee, Congresswoman Lauren Underwood, pressing Noem on if she believed in due process for all people while criticizing the administration's budget proposal.
It is no secret the administration has ramped up immigration detention beyond what Congress funded. Increases to ICE at the expense of other national security programs and initiatives that members on both sides of the aisle voted for undermines our core work and congressional intent. DHS is cashing checks it simply doesn't have in hopes that reconciliation passes and will cover their shortfall.
And the remaining House Appropriations panels this week and next week are going to be trying to finalize that budget. House Speaker Mike Johnson acknowledging this week that it's going to be a challenge in order to be able to get this done by Memorial Day. Here's what he told reporters this morning.
In its totality, this is going to be the most important, most consequential legislation that we'll ever be involved in our lifetimes, and arguably one of the biggest in the history of Congress. And so I think at the end of the day, we'll get that consensus. And, there may be some grumbling about certain provisions, but as the whip said so aptly this morning in the conference meeting, he said, you gotta focus on the totality of the bill and not just individual details.
And national security, we know, is a very massive part of this policy and agenda. They have increased that budget, the White House that is, by around 13%. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins are also giving their testimony on Capitol Hill today regarding those budgets as, again, Republicans race to finish the president's one big beautiful bill. Sean and Emma.
Kilmeny Duchardt live from the Capitol with the latest there. Kilmeny, thank you.